Team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Doom.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Summit 5. We've moved from Europe into America. Shout out to Grand Grant for filling in, as Europe ran a bit late. I'm LD. I'm joined here by Merlini, taking over and walking into another DC versus Shazam match. Ben, these teams pretty much live together at this point.
Grand Grant said that in the upper bracket, Shazam owns them. In the lower bracket, DC owns them. That's been the trend. We'll see if it continues.
All right. Well, with that, we do have a draft underway. Game 2 begun. So, looking at Game 1 overall, biggest adjustments you think Shazam needs to make? They do opt to ban that Invoker, which was pretty devastating for the part I was able to catch. You think Invoker was the problem?
He was one of the few problems. Another one was Brax was unable to transition from... He killed Mu 3 times solo in the lane. Well, the Wisp came one time, but he killed Mu 3 times in lane, and then he wasn't really able to do that much with that sort of start, which I think most players would just be ecstatic to have 2 levels up on their solo counterpart. Aside from that, MSS played an unusual hero in the Axe, especially in the sense that it was an off lane, so his team didn't really play too well around that. So maybe just do a little bit more standard, more comfortable, so they don't make as many mistakes. Honestly, they just made a lot of button pressing mistakes. Spells were missed. They dropped a sentry on an observer ward and they smoked under an observer ward while it was still there. Just a lot of errors that should be trivial but weren't. But they're taking Oracle.
Oh my. Oracle meta continues. Seen a lot of Oracle today, and we actually saw a lot of Oracle today, I should say, in Europe. Both teams either running it or even banning it at times, but the hero does not have a good win rate. He is a 40% win rate hero in competitive play. Teams that run him, they believe in him, and I do have to say, having watched that series, Oracle is really good with Doom. Like, pop the Scorched Earth, you maybe have some other heals on your team, and by the time the False Promise ends, it's full HP.
We've seen teams pick AA though, kind of just a la carte or without being versus an Alchemist. So I think that AA should be
something they consider.
He's great versus Doom too. I think he used to be okay, you guys pick Doom, I'll take AA as a response every single time, but then AA kind of got phased out because the offlaners were so strong that AA could not handle it. Oracle was actually first ban last game, I think, by DC.
The tricky thing though is, do you really want to pick an AA just to counter a Doom? Because that could very well be a support Doom, and now you pick something to counter pick a hero that's not even given farm priority.
I think it's okay. You can just play greedy, because I think he works really well into just stack and pull, get level 6, get your Tome, get your Midas, and then just you're not maybe as fast or as good as rotating as the Doom, but you're far less likely to die in team fights, and you can scale and push out lanes, which I think is a really underutilized function of a support. Like, how many other supports can push out the lane and be at the fight at the same time? That's only pretty much Wisp and AA that I can think of off the top of my head. So being able to push out lanes is pretty key in the mid to late.
DC now working on their 4th ban. And having already removed the Lycan, they're going to ban out the Spectre. Obviously, great partner with the Dark Ear. The Puck mid won't be available either, so that kind of wombo combo team fight has been taken away.
The Puck? Who? What?
Oh, I'm saying if they want to go Puck, Puck Spectre, Darkseer, which is
that
really strong.
Sounds nasty. What happened to Zeus, man?
saw Zeus earlier today, actually. He
5 seconds remaining.
did a lot of damage. Like, actually had a really good game, but it ended up losing anyway.
Reserve time.
So we're watching people move equipment in very inefficient ways here. Currently, Rob and the Real Merlini police are dragging cords around our office. Very distracting. Have some respect for the equipment.
So Enchantress
Back
hasn't
on
been picked up. Enchantress hasn't been picked up. I don't think at all in the American qualifiers, and now it's first phase pick, and almost certainly going to be a support roamer, maybe to counteract the Doom. But I think Doom actually matches up pretty well against the Enchantress. Personally, like Scorched Earth allows you to just run in on her, so that impetus is useless. Secondly, you can just eat the creep if she tries to threaten you with the creeps, and she just doesn't have any HP and just burns to Doom if it gets to that point where you do need to Doom an Enchantress. So I'm not terribly sure how useful the Enchantress will be. I guess you try and avoid the Doom.
Shazam going into the Disruptor now, so they get the big AoE combo here, the Darkseer Disruptor. Still unclear what kind of carry DC will have.
Their
So-
safe lane's so weak, like they could just put Doom off lane and Doom would just have a field day. Your first Disruptor plus Edge, that is super easy to deal with, I think.
Yeah, for Doom, yeah.
For
Just
Doom.
like you said, can just eat the creep, relatively tanky, they don't have that much burst damage, light on lockdown.
Disruptor's just notoriously poor at like 1 to 2, I would say. He's just really weak.
I think if you have like a really strong safe laner, like a Jug or a Gyro, against certain off laners you can really dominate, but not so much against. To see what that carry is though, is DC, grab the Lone Druid, they are dire, they have the Doom, so they are mega tanky already. With a lot of pushing potential here. Shazam? Decent wave clear,
10
Uh,
seconds remaining.
not great by any means. And it feels like they gotta worry about getting pushed down here relatively early.
And they have strong lanes. I think Oracle is not the strongest dual lane partner, but I think with a Lone Druid you're completely okay, especially for this Darkseer. It's very easy. Just get an Iron Talon down the Iron Shell creep, and you should have an easy lane. Obviously, most teams try to choose like Anti-Mage or something similar to deal with the Darkseer, but I think Lone Druid's actually much better because if you want a more early game centric strategy, he turns out to be much more useful.
So what does Shazam want? Something that can ideally deal with the push coming early.
You need someone up in front.
Gyro comes to mind, but he's a little squishy. Sven.
You need like a Slardar or like a Sven, I think.
The thing is, like,
Bristle,
I guess
maybe.
you could run safe lane Slardar, but then your late game's pretty.
Slark even, I think would be pretty decent. Like any of these heroes that like can, because you need to create havoc in the fights. Right now it's just like a Sport Enchantress and like a Darkseer that are like threats, but like what's to stop Doom from just like running in on you?
Dire team
He can just bypass the Darkseer, bypass the Disruptor, and just run at whoever he wants to Doom without anyone being able to stop them. You need a barrier to create that line in between
Well,
your supports. And
There's
them.
the Sven.
Yeah, that's fine.
I would say he is one of the best carries against the
seconds
Doom, as long as you get the God Strength off, Warcry. Don't really care that much. The
5
Infernal Blade's still
seconds
pretty good
remaining.
against strength heroes, but I mean, as far as it goes, like him, Death Prophet, Razor,
time.
probably the three main ones that don't mind being doomed as much, but now they get more
Radiant
control for him.
team back.
Grabbing the Bat Rider too, so he's got to deal with a Lasso, a Root, Infernal Blade.
Yeah. Now they probably wish they picked Slark instead of Sven.
That's the thing though, is I mean, I'm not if they went with their mid now, then
10 seconds
decent chance that
remaining.
Sven either gets banned or that the mid
5
gets
seconds
counterpicked
remaining.
instead. So interesting predicament here for Shazam. And you don't want to be running only a Sven
Dire
carry
team
against a
back.
Bat Doom. You have one farm carry, he's just going to get completely controlled every fight.
Ban out the Magic Hero. They sense the push coming. Digital Chaos
There's-
owned with the Magic Hero yesterday.
I mean, there's so many options that can push though, right? Like
Not good ones though. Not in the mid lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Lycan has been banned out.
it could still just be a core Doom anyway.
5 seconds.
And
Yeah.
that's just your initiator to set up the push.
It's not Wii Hero though. We I guess could play Lone Druid. They could put Lone Druid mid if they want, but typically Digital Chaos has been going towards the Leshrac and the Jakiro for their mid magic damage pusher.
Yeah. The Lesh being obviously much easier to kill.
Dire
Yep.
team pick.
Lina I think is also okay. She can hit towers. She
How
has
about,
pretty long
how
range.
about Pugna?
Pugna would be pretty decent. I like it a lot. Rest of their lineup.
I like the Nether Ward a lot this game too.
Yeah. Pugna would be a very interesting choice. And it's also like his Decrepify is
10
really good.
seconds
They don't have any
remaining.
magic bursts to take advantage of. That's only getting
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
defensive
Static Storm the,
5
the
seconds
hero
remaining.
that's decrepit.
burn with the Ion Shell.
It's bad.
Reserve time.
It is. So what other options are there? Tower hitters.
They already have initiation. They've got a frontliner.
They need some backplane damage, I think. I think Lena's okay. I don't know what else they tend towards. Meepo, not an option with Sven. Darkseer taken up. Leshrac is okay, but they lost the last 2 games with it. I'm not sure how willing they'd be able to pick it after 2 losing games. And part of it was due to the Leshrac, I would say. It's not like Leshrac was an amazing pick and they lost. It was somewhat problematic. They have run Drow strats before.
10 seconds remaining.
Not the best synergy with Lone Druid.
This the gyro. So it is the support Doom. They're gonna grab a gyro here, and gives you a lot of magic damage against Enchantress. Also has some kill potential on Darkseer with the Oracle, especially. So it looks like a rough Darkseer game, to be honest.
It does.
That lane will not be fun if he dares to poke his head out in the off lane.
It's kind of cool though that they're almost
5
always running their
seconds
like.
remaining.
Wait, is it gonna? Yeah. Wait, is we gonna be playing bat?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Reserve
It's like
time.
it. I guess they can switch it
You
up. at the match, too.
questioned his hero pool.
5 seconds
Oh no no
remaining.
no no! I'm saying that's what they liked.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Like if you can play Meepo, you can play like so many different things.
Just go make a Reddit thread, guys. Merlini said Weehaw has a limited hero pool.
He can play 5 Meepos.
That's at least one hero. Alright, so Shazam though, they mix things up. They're gonna get the Brewmaster. Obviously this guy known as a lone druid hater specializes in controlling and caging the bear.
Okay, it is we Lone Druid.
Alright, go make the Reddit thread, guys. No, they swapped. They gave the swapperoo, so it is in fact the wee Bat Rider. In the end, Moo's gonna be playing the offlane lone
What, they
druid.
switched again? What is up with these
They
guys?
just want to make you look bad. I gotta tell you, it's working.
I saw them pick it and then they just swapped after they picked it.
Ben, wrong.
The shenanigans.
You were wrong.
Ah, guys.
All right, here we go. Game number 2 could be our last game of the series. It is an elimination match with the winning team moving on to play Complexity in the grand finals tomorrow. Winning team will come to LA. Swindles was very confident, I have to say, casting Europe earlier, basically saying, "Why didn't you invite us? Qualifier's a waste of time. We're gonna win it anyway." So these teams are gonna have a slight chip on their shoulder to prove him wrong, Ben. But first they have to.
Swindles
get
would have said that if he was in the loser bracket.
I mean, it's Swindles, right? He's all. I am slightly. I am over. To be fair to Swindles,
30
I'm mostly
seconds
kidding.
to
He
go.
was not. He didn't go to quite that extreme, but he was. He definitely felt they deserved. But yeah, how do you like the brew here? Do you feel like it's a good brewmaster game overall? It's Doom, Bat Rider, not the easiest. brew.
Really tough versus those two, but I think they have enough. Now they have like enough chaos in the fights. You have to worry about Darkseer backing wall into like a Stormbolt, which is just immensely devastating. And then now you have to worry about the Brewmaster, because like you normally you rely on the Lone Druid Bear to just cause a lot of havoc in fights. If someone gets a root, then you initiate. But with the Brewmaster kind of neutralizing that threat and being an added factor into hopefully setting up a good vacuum wall for Brax, I think it's a good pick. And MSS is also a good. I've seen it before a few times.
So he'll be made up against the Bat Rider here, and already starting with the stick, so ready for the matchup. No, I mean they tried for the little hero swapperoo, but it was pretty quickly on swap, so no surprises in the end.
And Shazam's large camp on the left side will be blocked. Both teams devoting a Sentry Ward, but both of them will stay alive, so that's a net loss for Shazam.
Yeah, especially when you look at how hard the offlane's going to be. Darkseer gets this combo. Still level 1, still has not seen a creep, and if Misery has his way with the Conehead, he might not see one anytime soon. It's going to be a tough offlane for him. As for Moo, well, Druid does have the Cloying Blade already with the Stout, so he can just start choke point jungling, and he doesn't see an opportunity to farm the lane. That's exactly what he's going to do.
But Brax is kind of handling this lane pretty decently. Let's see what he wants to do. At this point, he does have...
Well, this is the danger zone. He goes for the TP out, and he will make it. No points to Rocket Barrage. Actually, didn't skill it, so I think he just cracked level 2 at the tail end of that TP. It would have been close, but
This is a
not
tough
quick.
lane for Brax because he can't go to jungle because he didn't get the D ward, and then he's worse than Oracle in lane. So 2-1-2 is working out to be very good in favor of DC. But at least Brax has not died. Vlad looking to change things around though with the smoke. He has a Hellbear, 2 skeletons, and a Dark Troll Summoner. Is he going to be able to get This is a really tough kill because he has
Firefly's up. The creeps are on his hill.
and he has.
He has cracked the Firefly. He's moved out of the
really
lane. This
tough.
could be an opportunity here. They're going to get the clap off. The double clap combo. Out the dream initiation there with the bat just moving into the wave directly into MSS's waiting arms. Vlad successful in the first rotation, and obviously when you're playing a jungle edge, you need these to work.
I think he was actually really close to dodging that gank though, because he did skill level 1 flame break, and if he flame breaks both the Hellbear and MSS away before they get into melee range, then I think he just runs up left along the cliff edge and he escapes. So that was really close. His flame break came out too slow though. I don't know if he skilled it. Some Bat Riders hold the skill point because you can go 2-0-1, you can go 1-0-2, you can go 1-on-1. You can go so many different builds on Bat Rider. And so
They're going to find the sentry here, Vlad, with the successful secondary D ward, but already been a lot of time. Pretty much gotten the majority of the duration out regardless, as we'll start to scout out Misery here, poking him a bit. Committing though, just thinking about moving into the enemy jungle, and meanwhile Moo getting a lot out of this offlane now as he tries to make the comeback. He has not gotten much as far as CS goes, but he is getting his experience at least. Level 3 at 3 minutes in. The Dark's here, not even there yet.
Well, Tornado's, he's been sitting there casting Tornado for like 30 seconds.
Alright, now they make a move, but a very well-timed Savage Roar will turn this one around. Sock's gonna run in, he gets clips back. Mess with the Doom. 3, no points in the Infernal Blade just yet.
I think most Lone Druids should take Savage Roar at level 2. I remember when Savage Roar first came out, people were still doing the 2-1-0 with level 1 Rabid, but the level 1 Savage Roar just offers you way more than level 1 Rabid.
And the thing is, dying on a Lone Druid early means that you don't have the extra bear, so if you ever die again, then you basically have nothing to do for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I guess the only exception would be if you're jungling. But generally, it's just way too good. You can secure rooms too.
Sucks. Just hating on Brax right now. Eating his big creep, spitting in his face and his food, and then just casually moseying away. Brax is so angry, he's even gonna surge and karate chop him, give him a punch. Doesn't have MSS coming in, but oh hey, guess what? Scorched Earth is still an ability. See you later, guys. Fine. Oh, with 2 heroes trying to share 1 jungle, and Doom eating some of those creeps, life is hard for Brax.
See what TC goes for. Let's see, last time I think he went Lifesteal, like HOD into Echo Saber and started fighting immediately.
On the gyro?
No, on the
on
the spin.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's gonna go for early blink. I still think that build is still fine. HOD and Echo. Or S and Y for that matter.
I have seen a lot less S and Y since Echo Saber came out. Seems mostly Echo Saber. The very occasional, like, just pure greed dominator into like a straight armlet heart type thing with a blink somewhere in there as well. But
oh, he went armlet. He didn't go HOD last time. He went armlet Echo.
okay. Yeah, the armlet's been the most common, like, consistent item between all the Sven players. Especially if you have anyone to heal you, and in this case they do have the Oracle to keep them alive. Let them get away with that build a bit easier. But TC grabbing the Helm of Iron Will, so it will be one of the 2.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to get armlet though versus the Doom. Like, just having the armlet on, like, if you get the armlet and you can't use it because you're versus a Doom, it's kind of a wasted item, right? Like, HOD is at least so useful, you can still farm up.
Here comes the dive. Brax just used his TP, call down available. They're trying not to use it, and it seems they might not need it with the Magic Burst from the Oracle. Misery will get the kill. And then the call down gets fitted anyway, so probably didn't need it in the end, but no big deal. Low cooldown anyway, so meanwhile MSS moving into the jungle, trying to fight with the Bat Rider, does have his ultimate online.
Vlad smoked up, trying to search out the tower.
Gonna find the bear, he drops a ward, but good positioning so far for Moo. They start to nuke the bear, they're even gonna stun the bear, they say let's just kill the damn thing! I hate pandas! Dead panda.
gold for that? I didn't see any gold.
I don't think they got the last hit actually.
Still 300
Still get the
XP.
XP.
Good enough. Will they end up getting a tower though? It's still very healthy. 75% HP. That's gonna be a rough one. Vlad almost dying to the tower. Man.
Doxa wants to eat that tar, but can't quite get in range.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So level 4, relatively strong start here overall for the Doom, and DC on the back of that, leading by about 800 gold and experience, even though it's 1-1. It's been a good start for them overall. Batrider Blink coming relatively soon. The Brew Blink going to be out around the same time, so we will have two very crucial teamfight initiators coming into life at around the same moment then.
They don't have any stacks though.
Oh, they drag MSS in, maybe just trying to force out the Brew Slate, which does have quite a long cooldown, almost 2 minutes. The Batrider lasso much shorter, and MSS is forced to split at the last possible moment, but he does turn with the Boulder Toss. For Soxa, can he get him? Oracle's here though. Can start throwing out the heals and try to keep him alive. A secondary Boulder Toss. A little bit of extra damage. They will get the kill. And now they turn on to Wii. Can they bring him down? A third Boulder Toss. A clap. Oh, can he get it off? He can't clap in time. Put your hands together, man. He just couldn't do it. A nice play break there preventing it. And DC will lose their Brewmaster. So ends up being a support Doom for a core Brewmaster with the ult being extended. And then Vlad's gonna drop as well. Make it a 2-for-1. Shazam coming out on top. Or, sorry, DC coming out on top.
He was so close to getting that clap off. Some great micro coming out from Brewmaster, cycling the 2 targets. But he didn't actually get the Dispel off. I think if he dispelled the Purifying Flames heal, that is pretty darn good, because then Misery just wasting a bunch of mana to hurt his own teammates.
That was a really good flame break by Weehaw as well to prevent the clap. Yeah, so very patient on the timing there. Get off, and it will be the early Dominator for TC, so no Armlet Rush. Curious to see if he goes for it at all. As you mentioned, like if you get doomed while Armlet's active, and he doesn't have an IO or really the best defensive support, so
it also really hurts versus Infernal Blade. It raises your, like if you use it on full HP, you just get burned down super easily. So I don't think it's that great of an item versus Doombringer in general.
Surging in on the top lane, they want to abuse this clap Ion Shell combo, and they're going to commit on the resolution, but he's got 6 charges. He's got called out, he lets it go. He's going to hit MSS, so Panda down again. This time the Brewmaster variety, though. Kill him off, too.
Man, those set of deaths, MSS was about to get his Blink Dagger. Now he's sitting at the same gold that he was 2 minutes ago. And Batrider has his Blink in the meantime, and 300 gold to boot. So this is going to be a really trying time for Shazam, trying to get a better initiation than DC without the tools necessary to do so.
And the Bat does have his Blink, so
yeah, I don't really know how they're supposed to win a team fight unless like Darkseer has some amazing Ion Surge and Vacuum plays. Oh, time to show off the Blink Dagger.
Gonna continue to apply this pressure top, but they find themselves in Enchantress, dragging Vlad back in tower. His own creep just kind of watching the whole thing transpire. And a lot of magic damage. Vlad, very unlikely to make it out here. He'll try for the TP. Not gonna happen. Good effort anyway. So they lose the Enchantress. The Blink does get revealed. The lasso expended, but another kill. A tower defended, and almost just space for Moo, who had 5 CS at about 5 minutes into the game. Now sitting at 44 at 10 minutes. He's catching up. Have the Iron Talent, the Gloves of Haste, and I believe the Midas recipe. Yeah, on the courier now. So the Lone Druid quietly carving his way back into this game, and feels like between that and the Devour, overall, DC just getting the upper hand here through the tail end of the laning stage.
And on top of that, Oracle's level 7. This is obviously pretty sick timing for a support, and he did not have to use a tome to get that high level. And Enchantress and Disruptor is still struggling to hit their level 6s.
That's where all the kills on the offlaner and cores come into play. Power of that Oracle Gyrocopter dual lane.
Brax saving a skill point for it. He is level 7 with only 6 skill points expended. Does he want the wall or the level 1 back?
I think he wants both, Ben.
He does.
Does he have to choose?
Hopefully not. Hopefully he takes a fight after he's level 8. Well, we gearing up for a smoke, it looks like. Lasso has cooled down. Are they going to be able to kill MSS again?
Can they kill him right before the... No, he's already bought it. Okay. But he's going to die. Gets pulled in. This time they do it to him. They need to use... Oh, are they just going to force out a Brew split? Yeah, they'll just get the MSS kill. Great.
Radiant's middle
The
tower
Sox
is
have
under
been
attack.
very patient on
Would
the
have been
Doom
worth
uses
it.
this game.
I think it might have been worth it for him to split there. Then you can't really make that great use of the Blink Dagger. It seems TC does use ultimate.
Dyer's bottom
That tower.
Then you're just giving like 2 minutes for the Lone Druid and the Gyro are farming though.
But you want him to use Doom on you at that point. Like he wasn't forced to do it. Might just be another kill and Brax gets to own in the top lane.
Radiant's
Fortune's
middle
End.
tower is under
The
attack.
Oracle just ripping through him between that and the Purifying Flame. So
Dyer's
much
top
damage,
tower
and
is under attack.
Shazam just can't seem to punish these aggressive chases and dives. They have you know, a hero that should be able to in theory in the Brewmaster, but between the death mid, the death top, and then getting ganked in the mid lane, MSS has been put on the defensive all game long.
Same with Darkseer. Darkseer's just been destroyed by the Fortune's End all game.
So it seems like it's farming time now. DC gonna send 4 heroes to pressure, but Lone Druid just gonna work on Ancient, skip back,
Radiant's top
play
tower is
defensively,
under attack.
work towards that Radiance. Resolution
Radiant structures
on the verge of
are
taking this
fortified.
tower top lane. And why coming soon? Tower isn't deny range. Are they gonna commit for it? There's a scan. Does locate Vlad as Resolution still gets the last hit. Brax trying to prevent it. Unable to do so. Maybe they're gonna hunt. They want Vlad. Oh, goes for the stomp, doesn't quite find it. Then we with a perfect flame break into a lasso. Down to his team, a little bonus kill. And they're also gonna find only a double stack of Ancients.
That was a really tough kill. Bad Rider. Could have been maybe avoided by Enchantress if you like hold position to dodge the flame break, but that's still.
That was like a max range flame break as well. Very well done. Now the Doom coming out on MSS, just keeping him out of the fight while they try to keep Move safe, bring him back. The false promise committed. Move's gonna back away. TC now being controlled. The bear working on him. Brax down quickly, and now the magic damage laying onto him. This Oracle is doing so much work. Misery grabbing the team kill after kill. 2-0 and 7. He's been on 9 of 11 and shows no signs of slowing down. The Resolution might. He gets caught out. The Brewmaster split does end up going off. They work on Vlad there with the Infernal Blade. Resolution desperately try to escape, but he's going to be near the Fire Panda. One more auto attack will get the kill, so they do find themselves small retributory bit of vengeance there, but isn't enough. MSS now in danger. Drunken Haze lets it go, but Misery, nuke after nuke, Purifying Flames after Purifying Flames. The guy's on a killing spree now, 3-0 and 7. Net worth right up there with his own Doom and ahead of the Darkseer.
Wow, we with a turnaround 9 stacks.
And not done yet. One frag 2. This is going to be 5 heroes hitting the deck. DC wiping out Shazam, and it seems the tale of these two teams might continue with the same old story of Shazam taking matches off of them, but never able to knock them out.
Misery's Oracle has
Critical
been
game.
godly this game.
How damage did he do that fight? He did 1800, almost as much as the Bat, more than his own Doom.
And he also saved Lone Druid with a false promise, and then right as about TC was going to get the killing blow, he disarmed TC, and then of course killing all those heroes immediately after. That's super demoralizing if you're Shazam.
Yeah, and
You have your blink.
remember, this hero's a 40% win rate, but you see the games where Oracle does well, and it's like, oh my god, this hero's amazing. So, crazy that the win rate's so low when the hero can be so strong.
They need more farm on Sven. They need him to do a lot of the damage because he's kind of the only one who's doing well in terms of farm.
Sharing the experience here, MSS assisting TC a little bit to clear out the Ancients. TC will grab them all up to 2700, so it will be Echo Saber, not opting for the armlet. I think, as we've discussed, questionable armlet game.
Another smoke about to happen. Sucks up placing down sentry, making sure that there is no eyes on
They're
them. They have
reading this so well. They have a lane ward top. They know Shazam are going there.
Yeah.
And they're streaming in the entire squad. And again, more space for the Lone Druid, who's just literally been 1v0 in this lane. Towers loose to that thing.
And they have a ward over there to scout out.
And they find Vlad. They started off right. MSS, though, doesn't get doomed. He didn't even get off the split. He's in a lot of trouble now. Disrupted trying to salvage this fight. He gets off a perfect cage, but it's simply not enough. There's only so much a Raptor can do in this situation. 3 down. Make it 4. Cleaned up. Nobody's business. DC just brutalizing Shazam at this point.
And that's
Perfect wards, perfect movements, shut down the brew. deny the Sven farm as much as possible. It's nothing going well.
I don't think it's Radiance as much as pretty close to being unsalvageable for Shazam. They need
Like, you can't just have only a farm Sven against this lineup. He will get rooted, he will get doomed, he will get lassoed. It's just not a
if they have a
1v5
vacuum
game.
wall, they can vacuum wall with a Stormbolt. That's a tall order without blinks on either of those two heroes.
No blanks, you're up against the Bat Rider with superior
Radiant
vision. In
structures
general,
are
you already have
fortified.
the deep wards as it is.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Misery's got him
attack.
back.
It's a much different story than game number 1. And they opt to give the Tome of Experience to MSS, which will give him his level 11. Don't see that too often. But I think level 11 is a huge increase over, as opposed to a marginal increase. Like Wall, let's say, is pretty marginal, level 1 to 2.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, they've even prioritized it further, where he was leeching the Ancient XP too, so... Shazam definitely feeling like they need that big team fight.
Oh, he is 3,500 gold away. This is the greed that might be his downfall.
50 gold. The courier is at the side shop. It's actually real close. Moo, he might be able to get it there in time. And he's going to try with the Savage Roar to just run away. Courier's still going home. It seems like he's not going to get it at this rate. So Moo, dead opted by the Radiance recipe. Don't know if he loses any reliable gold. He only
loses
300.
Ton. Well, it's insane. You might as well just
Yeah, you might
not
as well
buy
just buy the
anything.
relic. But
Well, you definitely want to buy the relic, but you might as well just not have bought anything. Still lose the same.
oh,
amount of
yeah,
gold.
sorry. But in any case, kill. Great timing for it. Shazam with probably the ideal pick off at this point. Not sure there's anyone else you'd rather get. Still, Resolution is the leader in net worth. So while that kill happens, Gyrocopter does continue to farm unabated. 8-1 and 5. BKB coming soon. Feels like Shazam need a lot more where that came from, as they are still down 12,000 gold in experience. Yet to take a
Dire's
second
top
tower. Only
is
that
under
tier 1
attack.
bottom lane so far.
They don't really have good heroes to hit towers at all.
Only Sven, but it's just too risky for him to be up in front doing that right now.
Not without blinks on his teammates or a BKB on himself, or even a blink on himself would be pretty good. But all their objectives are just going to be extremely difficult to handle with the Bat Rider. Like if they push, Bat Rider's vision, lasso 1, kill the rest. Same with Roshan. Bat is king.
Oh,
the
this could
Rosh
be
pit.
big. The second key kill in a row. Might be. The stalking
what a scan.
resolution. And the scan's gonna scout heroes rotating in. Sam are wising up and they're gonna see resolution. They get a
One
little
smoke
bit
pop,
too
2
close.
smoke pop.
DC should know something's up, and it's MSS who gets the jump. The Static Storm, though, not really on the mark, as Jason unable to isolate anyone. They're going to glimpse the Bat Rider back in. Can they keep him out of the fight? Misery with the self-self. Thomas as TC gets doomed and controlled. That's their damage, though, and he's down. Can the Enchantress fill in where Sven cannot? Be tough to see that happen as Weeha lassos him, dragging him back into a full HP Misery, who, with the self promise, or was able to save himself. Turns this fight around, glimpse back, gets another kill, 2 down, looking for Jason as well. That's going to be the third. The damage from Misery, enormous. Now a 3-for-1. Weeha will end up grabbing the third and the Doom in the end. The only casualty thus far, but MSS looking for more. He's in far, he's in deep. He doesn't have a clap. He needs some crit RNG. He's not going to get it. He's dead as well. 4-for-1 with the perfect Bruce split. But it was a bit of a whiff Static Storm. They didn't have the best follow-up. They lost the Sven immediately. Shazam now lose another big team fight.
Plays from Lee. He's hitting like really just good damage without even having to use lasso. He used lasso on the engineer at the end of the fight, but he stacks napalm constantly on people. He had that 4-step on the Oracle at the end, so he didn't die to the Brewmaster. And I think he's just playing extremely well on the Bat Rider, and kind of making the assumption that there was a hero up the hill, which he did blink into the Brew split, but that's kind of what you have to do.
So my big concern for Shazam right now is that Bat Rider is about to get a BKB, and they have nothing to counterplay a BKB lasso.
They can't even counterplay with lasso, really. Even Glimpse is just
It's
not
just,
good
it
enough.
hasn't happened. Like, in theory you can, but there will be, like, mathematically no way for them to at that point. It's
In theory, instant Cyclone from a Brewmaster split. That's not happening.
I mean, not if he pre-BKBs, right? So
even then you have to like split, you have to like target him, it takes some time. Cast
Then he
time.
just runs away, and now you don't have to split. Yeah,
They're
not
just
great.
not a great solution.
Dyer's top tower
And now the Radiant's online, so although they slowed move down, they've caught up since then.
has fallen.
Well, I think they're gathered up. I think what seems to be another smoke. If this fight goes south, I could see Shazam GGing out right now, and they are not going to get there in time. There's even a scan to make sure that they don't.
Oh no, Shazam, they had the money scan last time, but this time it's DC who get it, and they immediately jump onto Brax. DC is there, doing good work with the Blink Dagger reveal. Is it enough though? Resolution trying to finish off. The damage is a bit too much. DC gets one, he's gonna get a second. They're not out of this just yet. The Echo Saber paying off as he's able to hack down Misery too. He can stun the bear, he can man fight it and try to live through. The Radiant Burn is gonna be close. Can they keep him alive? They do get the root. It might be enough. TC desperately trying to lifesteal him out of this one, but now the God Strength has ended. He dies to the claws. 4 down. B5, flame break on the cooldown, so about as good of a fight as you're gonna get when you're scanned running into the pit. Technically a win as far as the money goes, but still DC numerically, they come out of it on top with the spend dying and the lone short living.
Great damage output by TC.
I think they
Blink
didn't
catching them by
quite
surprise.
respect the
Dyer's
spend
top
enough
tower
there.
is under
Now
attack.
they had False Promise up and they had Doom up, but they were like, okay, I don't need to use it on spend. Is he really going to survive and do all the damage? But he is surprisingly tanky with Warcry and HOD, and
I think that was also the blink reveal for him as well. And one of those situations where, you know, yeah, you've scanned, you know they're coming, but if you don't see his inventory, so you can still get a false sense of security, perhaps.
And another thing was that we didn't pop his BKB. He did get the lasso off, but he got glimpsed immediately after.
That's the BKB now, and still not popping it. There you go, lasso. This will go on to Jason. Disruptor cleaned up, Brax will be next, and MSS on the run. Unfortunately, the Brewmaster split still on cooldown. Doesn't have an easy game plan for this, and it might be Misery grabs himself yet another kill. He does, laying in him with the Fortunes, and this is a 7-1 and 18 Oracle.
Saxa eyeing out the Enchantress, pinging it out to his team, but his team is way far away. He doesn't have Doom up.
He's dead.
Can kill him after Nature's Tennis, maybe. But
Actually, he's the Purge creep, so he probably could have YOLO'd for that, but no reason to risk it for an Enchantress.
Radiant's bottom tower.
DC marching towards what could be yet another takedown of Shazam in a critical match. Shazam did it in the upper bracket, but TU may well be having the last laugh here in the lower. Winner to face Complexity tomorrow. Trailing by an almost insurmountable deficit. Nearly 20,000 gold and experience. The Doom Batrider and a double core, double carry backbone as well between the Loacher and the Gyro. So plenty of late game, even if DC can't win now. They want to. They're working on the tower. The Bear's up in front, snacking away, and MSS looks for the opening to go in. It's actually TC who moved in first. He jumped in aggressively, did pop the God Strength, and now the Bruce split, so they're pretty much committed to this fight. But they do TC, they're going to turn back on him, and that is Brutal Blade, though, with the lasso. No help for TC. He's got a buyback. He will use it. They killed off Resolution 1, but can they do it at the time? He's got the Aegis. He's going to re-engage. TC searching for the perfect initiation here. He's just going to settle for a regular stun on Resolution, but he's dropping too quickly. He gets rooted at the worst possible time. It's about to be a dieback for TC, and he does end up going down. The Canadians out for the count. Rex could well be next. Doxlip is blinking in, and he explodes in a cloud of heroes. 4 on top of him, all snagging down at the exact same moment. They will dive onwards for MSS. Back to the well, herd him up, ship him out. Shazam are going home. They will not come to the Summit 5. As a qualified team through America. It will be DC, ending their hopes and dreams. Not the first time we've seen it, probably not the last. And it will be DC, who have a date with Complexity. Can they take down the Juggernauts?
yeah, that was impressive by we. When I saw him play Leshrac, I was like, ah, man, that's. What if it were another hero? And this is what happens when they give him a non-Leshrac playmaker, because he's really, really good on those damage dealers.
They just had a really